Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand the LeetCode problem number 712. It's a minimum ASCII delete sum for two strings. And we have given two things, the string S1 and S2. We have to return the ASCII sum of the delete character to make the two strings equal. As you can see in the example 1 and example 2. So we'll try to understand in this video. Okay, so let's understand how we are going to solve this problem. So let's try to understand the problem that we are going to understand now. So we have lead code problem number. What is the problem number we have? Is 712, and it's a minimum sky delete sum of two string problem we have, right? So guys, this is the problem statement we have, where we have given is problem number lead code 712, and we have to find the minimum sky delete sum of the all the characters that we have deleted, and their sum we have to find, okay, from the given two strings. Now think what we have given. Okay, so we have given two strings. Very first, S1. Let's suppose S1 we have given is SEA, and another string given S2, which is we have given EAT. So like this, we have given two strings we have given, and it is saying we can delete characters either from either string, you can say from either strings. Okay, so when you delete a character, when you delete a character, you pay a cost. What is the cost? So cost is sky character, sky value of that character, we can say. Okay, so our goal or task is to make both both strings exactly equal, exactly same, we can say, or equal, while paying the minimum total sky value, right, of the delete as a delete cost, we can say. Okay, I hope you understand what we have said here. Is we have given two strings. The strings are S1 and S2, right? Let's suppose I'll delete from here S, and you will delete from here as a T. Then the remaining is ET and ET. So this will become equal. But the sky value of S and sky value of T will be added. Let's suppose sky value of S is 115 and sky value of T is 116. The total is 231. So this 231 is the answer, right? Because we have first make the string equal. Now the deleted character should be added together, and that will be our answer. We can say that, right? I hope you understand the problem. Now think, we cannot reorder the character, only delete. Okay, make sure that you understand these notes. We cannot reorder the strings, only we will do what? Delete. Okay, so let's try to understand how we are going to solve this type of problem and how we are going to implement. So can I say that very first what we should do is come here. Okay. Very first we should write the let's suppose the sky values of these characters. So what are the characters we have given? Okay. So we have seen that S1 is equal to EAT. Sorry. Uh, give me 1 second. S1 is equal to what? Is SEA and S2 equal to EAT, right? It means if I'll write the sky values, so we know that we have sky value S is 115, then we have is E 105, we can say 101, sorry. Then we have is A 97 and T 116. Okay, this is the sky values we have given for these characters. So the common characters both we have seen is this EA and EA, right? So we have to delete only this part and this part, right? Means 115 and 116 are the two total cost we have to pay to delete, and this is nothing but 231, and this is nothing but our answer that we have talked, because this is the minimum sky delete sum, we can say, right? What is this? Minimum delete sky minimum sky delete sum, we can say, right? We can say that. So this is what we have here. Now think of something, how we are going to delete this type of characters, right? Okay, so think of that we have two strings we have given, right? S, E and A. Then we have E, A, T. So if you will represent this in a string, right? So you have to compare the string characters, right? And string characters, we will check with the value, right? If the value is not matching, then we will delete. If it is matching, we'll keep it as it is, right? So each character we have to compare and you will check the value. So very first you find the S here, and here we have is a E. These are not equal. So delete the minimum cost, we can say that here. Okay, means we can delete this character. Then we'll move to this character. So this character is matching with this character. This character is matching with this character. Means when we came here, we have compared with this very first string. So it is not matching. Not matching, we'll delete this character. Means it is not equal, delete minimum cost. Which one is the minimum cost, we can say? This is the minimum cost we'll give, right? So you will delete it first. Okay. Then check with this value. Next value. Next value you will check with this character. It is matching. Don't do anything. Move both character. So you will move here and here also. So this character and this character is equal. Now this is not a traverse, we can say. So we have reached to the end, we can say, and we have reached to the end, and this character is left over, right? Means we have to delete this character. So two things we have deleted, here we have deleted and here we have deleted. This is the approach that we should use. So you take two pointers, right? One pointer should be at this position and one pointer should be at this position, right? And each this pointer value, you will check with this value. If it is not matching, means you have to delete this, and then you have to move. You will not move this pointer, you will only move this pointer. Now you will check this character is same. Means once if this is same, you will move both pointers. So you will move here, and from here you will move to here. Now you will see that both characters are same. So once both characters are same, you will keep moving. You will reach to the end. You will find the remaining is this which is not matching. Means we have to delete this character also. So this way we'll write the code, guys, and you will implement this type of problem. Okay. So now one thing you have understood how the pointer will work, right? The very important thing is that this is not a greedy problem, guys. Make sure that this is not a greedy problem. You understand how the pointer will work, that is fine. But this is not a greedy problem. This is a dynamic problem. And it's a variation of least common subsequences, right? So if you are aware with longest common subsequences, right, means this is a type of those variations problem. Okay. If you are not aware with this, right, make sure that you first go through this topic and try to understand. Then you will easily understand this problem. But it's okay to understand. You can write in the comment section LCS, and I will create a small video and I will share with you. Okay. So very first, think of these things, that this is a LCS problem, right? It's a variation of a kind of LCS problem, right? And how we are going to solve this type of problem. The very first, the idea is to not we are going instead of let's suppose instead of minimizing the length, right? That length we are minimizing, we minimize the sky deleting cost, right? It means what? What is the DP? What I'm trying to say, the idea. What is the idea we have? So I'm saying that instead of maximizing the length, right? What we can do is we minimize sky delete cost, correct? So if you're aware with dynamic programming, in the DP, what is important here? In the DP, we know that we should define the DP states. If you are good at the DP, so you understand this, right? So let's suppose there is a DP memory, DP array. It's a 2D array, we can say, where the two things we have two pointers, I and j, as we have seen the example. So it should store the, you can say, minimum ASCII cost to make from, let's suppose the S1 we have given, from I2 will go to the end, right? And S2 J to the end. And these both should be equal, correct? So can we say that if I want to define the DP state, it should be the minimum ASCII cost to make both string equal, right? So can we say what will be our base case? So the base case is if we will write S1 is empty. If S1 is empty, then what we will do? If S1 is empty, we'll delete all the remaining cats of S2. If S1 is empty, right, Then we will delete all the remaining chars of S1. So in this way, we can say that our transition state will be changed. How? We'll say if S1 at I equal to S2 at j. It means we have to set dp at I and j, which is dp at I plus 1 and j plus 1. Understand, guys? Or in the else condition, if it is not equal, means we have to find dp at I and j, and it should be minimum, right? Minimum between what? You have to take the sky character. What is the minimum? So S1 at I, we can say plus dp at I plus 1 and j, comma, sky value of S2 at j plus dp at what do you call I and j plus 1. Okay, this is the thing we should do. So this tries both delete operations and pick the cheaper one, means the minimum one. Okay, so each cell contains the answer, what's the minimum cost from here onwards, and will fill the table bottom of, and you can write the code easily. Okay, so I'll write the code here and you can get it from the what do you call, the comment box. Okay, let me think. Very first, what are the things we have given here is, we have given, let's suppose a class, public class solution, and in this we have given a public int minimum delete sum, we can say, right? And in this there will be two string s1 and string s2 will be given, right guys? So as I said, defined int m, which is s1 dot length. So this is a string, so you have to use the string function, a length function. Similarly, you write int n s2 dot length. If it is array, only length we will use. Then defined int array, and this is a 2D array, and this is called dp. So to define, we have to write int, right, and we will pass m plus 1 and n plus 1. Correct? What will be the base case, right? So the base case we have to define. Base case is to delete all remaining characters that we have seen. How we'll do that? Make a for loop and go with from the last character m minus 1, and I should be greater than equal to 0 and I minus minus. Here you will say that dp at I and n will be dp at I plus 1 plus I plus 1, not plus, we can say not plus, but this should be the value of n, because you are using n here, so it should be n, we're increasing I plus 1. Plus, what is the character? S1 dot char at I. Okay. What we are doing here, guys? Very first, we are going I from m minus 1 to the 0 in the decreasing order. So I will be I to n, which means I plus 1 to n. And what is the current character we have, right? If you're doing plus, it means what? We are increasing the value of the index, right? And then we'll check what is the last character. So we'll delete the remaining characters here. In both cases, we have to delete the remaining character, right? So similarly, you will create the for loop again, and you will define int j, which will be start at n minus 1, and j should be greater than equal to 0, and j plus plus. As it is, you have to do, you don't need to think much. You just write dp at m and j, where you will define dp at, let's suppose this is nothing but the m and this is j plus 1. But character you write s2 dot char at, and you write at j. This is exactly same we will do. So now think that we have, what we have given, we have given two string s1 s2 we have given. So we have find out m1 sorry m and n using this length function. So we'll find the two their lengths. Now we have also defined dp. Once you define the dp, now what we need to do, we have to delete the all the remaining characters. All the remaining characters is how? If you remember, these are called the remaining character. If it is remaining character either in this or in this, right, we have to delete that characters also, right? So for that, we have written this part, either delete from this part or this part. You have to delete the remaining characters. Okay. Now coming to the next line. Now we have to fill the dp, right? Means we'll say, okay, now fill the dp table. We can say that. How will fill the dp tables? It is very easy. Very first, start with the for loop and define int I equal to m minus 1, and I should be greater than equal to 0, and I minus minus. Okay. Inside this, another array we will use for I and j. For each I, there should be a j. So we'll use the same thing. All the combination we'll try, right? And then we'll keep saving the value. Very first, once you try the two pointers I and j, you have to compare each value. So let's compare. What is s1 at char at I, right? If it is equal to s2 dot char at j, it means both are same. If both are same, what we will do? We'll say dp at I and j, it is equal to dp at I plus 1 and j plus 1. Okay. Or in the else condition, you will also fill it. Or in the else condition, what we need to do? You will define dp at I and j. The mean thing that I told you, right? So we have to write the math dot mean, guys. Make sure that you will write the math dot or not directly the mean. So math dot mean you will write, and you will pass the s1 dot char at. Caret is what? Not caret, but caret I, we can say that, right? Plus one more thing we have to add is what is the dp at I plus 1 as I told you, and j. The minimum cheapest cost we have to use, right? s1.char at j plus dp at, this is I and this is j plus 1. Which one is minimum? Minimum between these two will be our answer. Okay, guys? Then else condition, then the internal for loop, the outer for loop completed. Once this is done, you will just return dp at 0 and 0, and that will be our answer, guys. This is the method name and this is the class name that we will talk about. So if you observe that we have taken two for loop, m and end, so this is the time complexity that we will use for m cross n. We can say that m is the it depends on the length of m and n, right? Similarly, the space complexity will also be the same one. Okay. So in case, guys, if you need any help, you can write me in the comment box. And this is the very easy steps to implement it. Okay. What you need to do, very first, you define the states. Try to write the states. What are the states are given? So we have given two things, DP states. At each position, we have to add what? The mean cost, and we'll make the string equal. If both are s1 is empty, we have to delete from all the character from the remaining from the s2. If s1 is empty, we will delete from the this one. Then we have the transition state, where we know that if both characters are same, it means what? dp at I and j, v is nothing but I plus 1 and j plus 1. Else, if means we are just moving both I and j, means both pointer we are moving, right? Otherwise, we have to find the cheapest one, either from here, either from here. Which one is the cheapest one? That will be stored here. And that we will do how? We will take two string s1 and s2. We will define m and n using the s1 dot length and s2 dot length. We'll create a dp array, right? A grid of m cross n. We'll take a base condition first. If anything happens, you delete the remaining characters, as I told you, from s1 and s2. So this is called dp at I and dp at mj, right? Then we will fill the dp tables. How? We know that we need to check all the combinations. So we'll check the characters are same. You just increase the our I and j. Otherwise, find the cheapest one and store at dp and ij. And you will return dp at 0, 0. And the space and time complexity is nothing but m cross n and n cross n. M cross n. Okay, both are same. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video.
Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and let us know what you want to learn next in the comment below. And thank you for watching this video.